Hey everyone, Overfletch here, and welcome back to another video with the Melee Ironman. Last time, of course, we did some more miscellaneous skilling, but more importantly, we did knock out the 11th 99 on the count, which is 99 fire making. And in today's video, of course, we'll be continuing on with that skilling as we are working towards base 90s and the skilling grind in general. So of course, 99 fire making was the first goal on the plans for this current skilling arc, I want to call it. And speaking of the skilling arc, let's look at the time to max. So in the previous video, I was about 1350 hours away from max. Still a lot of time. But this video we did chip off, or between the video, we chipped off about 200 hours of grinding. So now we're at 1155 hours until max. In today's video, I want to shift gears from fire making and then work on two of the base 90s I have left, which are smithing and crafting. For these two skills, I have a few things I need to do to actually finish the base 90s, so with that, let's just go ahead and get into it. First level of this smithing grind, I gotta get up all the way up to 90, of course. 81, and the only thing I need to make is at 85 I can make my rune bars, and then 88 I think it's addy plates and rune swords, something like that. Yeah, I have like another maybe 10 hours of making bars, I think. Yeah, I also need to buy like 40,000 coal. That's really not fun. So I think I'm just going to use up my coal right now and then probably buy more, rinse and repeat. Keep doing that until I have enough coal to finish 90 smithing. But thankfully I did bank it while doing all that motherlode mine. Yeah, first of many levels. And this is the next 90 set I'm going to be working towards, because once I do smithing, I'm going to get a lot of money, and the money's going to work towards 99 fletching, and I might go to hunter. It's basically, it's one of like everyone I know, like, you know, if you play an Ironman, like you do something, it snowballs into something else. So really this is the best skill for me to start off with, and I can finish all my other ones real quick. Another level coming in, 83 smithing. Did a couple levels today, 3 levels so far. Not the most fun I've ever had on old school RuneScape, but that's okay. Getting this out of the way, it'll be another one after base 90s. It'll be worth it when it's done. Good morning. Let's get ourselves a beautiful smithing level to start the day. That is 84. Nothing I need to make right there. But a few more levels until I can start using these addy bars. Here's another big level, 85 smithing, which was actually, I don't know if it'll show it. Yeah, the level to basically make the Blessed Spirit Shield. So one day I can actually make that spectral I have in the bank whenever I actually go back and get a spirit shield. I also need 90 prayer, but not a big deal. But the really nice thing is I can finally make some rune bars, and this is going to come in real handy really soon, because I want to start working on some of the other things I need with money, and making these rune items, rune swords eventually, it's going to be a lot of GP. But another one of my issues is I only have 2,000 coal left, and I still need to make all these rune bars, all these addy ore. So I really need to get on buying more of this coal, but for now, I'm just going to use up the rest of my supplies. Might as well add this, so you probably noticed that I'm making some gold bars, and I somehow didn't fill my coal bag. But yeah, I'm making gold bars, but I don't have any goldsmith gauntlets. And just in case you don't know, the reason why I don't do that is because I cannot do the quest Family Crest. If you remember during the quest, towards the end, you have to do a small boss fight where you have to use a couple magic spells. So of course, can't do the quest. Cannot get gauntlets. Now at 99 smithing, the smithing cape actually works as goldsmith gauntlets, but let's be real, I don't feel like doing post 99 smithing. I'm going to be a little honest about that, so I don't care about using gold ore at this point. It's still decent XP per hour. It's, I don't know, maybe like 120, something like that, 1000 XP per hour, which again, this is a lot faster than something like Slayer, so I don't mind using up this gold ore. I'm not going to buy any more gold, because at the GP per XP it would cost for me, it would be so expensive for 99 smithing. It's just better just to buy like mithril if I run out of stuff or something like that. But anyways, the current bars I should have like 87 smithing banks. I'll probably work on that soon, so then I can actually boost to 88 to be able to use my addy ore, or my addy bars to make addy plates. 86 agility. Nice day of agility. 86 smithing today. Nice for the session of smithing. I'm almost done with all my bars. I only have 1,000 addy left, and then I have to make the rune. I need to buy a little bit more coal, but I'm almost done, so excited. Good morning, working on my morning cardio as you do. And with that, decided to do a few laps of agility, because why not? And yeah, there we go, 89 agility, one more level until I can actually boost, or not, I no longer have to boost for the RD course. And then after that, I can just come here whenever I want and not even have to use summer pies. Let's see, that's probably maybe 8 to 9 hours, something like that, or just casual already roof shops. Really not bad, especially for a base 90. Let's get it. So after all that fun with smithing yesterday, and yeah, I decided to move on to crafting. I mean, yay, isn't that really fun? But with this, I need to get about 20,000 buckets of sand, which shouldn't be that bad. It's probably about 3,000 per hour, at least the way that I collect buckets of sand. I could 3-tick this and it'd be faster, but I prefer this method. It's more enjoyable to me, and hey, that's the way we play this game, and that's the way you get a maximum count. You gotta make sure it's enjoyable for you. So that's what I'm doing, and I should be done in a few hours. And just like that, I'm done with this grind. Let's see, I had 19,000 sand. I need something like 18.6. So I have all of it. I now need to go get some buckets, and I also need to go get my money real quick. Alright, let's try this again. Hopefully don't die from desert heat real quick. Let's see, deposit the buckets real quick. I have 25,000 buckets, and then claim all my sand. Oof, basically took a mil GP, but that's okay. It's definitely worth all the free sand. And now I gotta start slowly working on 90 crafting. It's the same with my 90 smithing grind. It's just 2 things I'm gonna slowly work on. I'm not really focused on doing these. I'm just trying to get these non-AFK parts out of the way first. So I'll probably make this glass sometime soon-ish. But the actual AFK part, I'm just saving until I need that little bit of downtime. On that note, I need to figure out the next grind to work on. I could work on prayer. Let's see, I could do prayer next. I could also start hunter. I could make this sand, so I need to figure out what's next. Starting my day with another level. And although I do have right here all the XP I need to get to 88 smithing, I think I'm actually going to make some dwarven stouts real quick, go get some. And I'm going to start making my adamant plate bodies, as again I was saying, I want to save my AFK right now. I want to try to get out to some of that's non-AFK, have some free time. But yeah, I decided to work on smithing today. I just wanted to get rid of those adamant plate bodies real quick, and then I can save the mithril bars, rune bars for some AFK time. So speaking of, let's go make the first adamant plate body. Alright, grabbing the first dwarven stout, and there we go, making my very first adamant plate bodies. These are gonna be really nice. What is it, like a 10k GP sale? Yeah, almost 10k GP every time I make one of these. I am so excited to get my cash stack back up to something decent. But yeah, I'm deciding to also work on this soon, as I want to sell all my stuff soon. So of course, as you guys are aware, I can't really I can't alch things. I have to sell items, and one of my next 99s I want to work on, a little spoiler, a little teaser, is I need a lot more money. So that's why I've been working on smithing, and I'm gonna start selling these items really soon. So I need to work on this eventually. Few more, come on, there it is, 88 smithing. Now I no longer have to boost to make my addy plates, and I can actually now start boosting to make my rune swords. And that was the big goal today, was to probably hopefully knock that out. So I should knock that out pretty soon. I only have to make 1,500 rune swords, really not too much, but man, the GP is about to start rolling in. So my goal for today is to finish making my addy plates, my rune swords, and then I'm gonna start selling everything. That's gonna take a while, but you know, I'm excited for that money, man. It's gonna change some things. You know what, actually, let's make the first rune swords together. So pot up, and there it is. Big money. Look at this, 12.4 thousand GP, pretty much 12.5k for each one of these. And it is actually better to wait long term to make like rune plate legs, but that would require like 98 smithing or something like that. So I won't be getting them for many months, and I need this GP right now, so it's definitely worth making this. I'll have plenty of rune bars long down the road that I can make rune plate legs with. But yeah, I'm just excited for the money, man. And here it is, 89 smithing. That does mean rune swords without boosting, which is nice. But the really nice thing is that I'm almost done with my bars. I used some of my dwarven stouts, but I'm almost done my addy bars, almost done my rune bars. So after this, I'll show you my quote-unquote alch tab, sell tab, and then I'm gonna start selling. Get a nice, beautiful cash stack. Alright, it's time to start selling some items. Let's see how much all this is worth. So, of course, this is my smithing supplies, some of my crafting supplies, and then just some random stuff I had in my inventory, so slap it in. That is 46 mil GP, but of course the price will change once I start selling these items. So without further ado, let me start. This is going to take a long time probably, so I'm probably not even going to do this in one shift. I'm just going to break this up, do this a little bit of chunks, piece by piece. And it's probably been a little bit of time since I've shown this method, so of course, in case you're not familiar, this is how I make money on this account, or I create money. So Martin Thwaite is actually one of the best places to sell items. He buys everything at high alch value. So for example, we take one of these rune swords, he will buy it 12,480, and then if we examine these, the high alch for 12,480. So currently this is the best place for me to sell items. And then right now I'm just selling one of each, Hop Worlds, Rinse and Repeat. So the thing about this is actually it's really good compared to high alching. Like sitting still in high alching, this is faster. Only thing about high alching is it's technically a 0-time activity, because you could just do agility or something like that when you're high alching. This you have to actively do this. But when you have a lot of items, this is really nice. I mean, I don't actually fit counting how many items I'm selling per minute right now, but it's a fair bit of items. Only problem is this is going to take a while, like I said, to get through those rune swords and those addy plates. But that's okay. Oh, here it is. One more way, actually. 3 XP off. I clicked off just because why not? It's not going to see that 3 XP anytime soon, but there we go. Let's enjoy it. 90 smithing. Another base 90. I was only 80 smithing a few days ago. And 25 levels from 2,000 total. That's going to be really nice. Yeah, I'm basically done. I don't really feel like using these bars. But I ended up with 180,000 myth darts, which put into a calculator, it's like 2 million fletching XP, something like that. All I know is that this will get me to like 92 fletching. And yeah, that's going to really help for my fletching grind, because when I go for Hunter, I can use all these darts and casually use them, and yeah, 92 fletching right there. So I really only have a few more grinds until I get into the Hunter grind again. Hunter's, I'm going to go straight to 99 with fletching. But really all I have is prayer and fletching, since we're also really close to 90 agility. So I gotta decide which one of these am I knocking out next, but I am so excited. Really close to base 90s. It shouldn't even be much longer than maybe a couple more weeks. But before I move on to a different skill, let's go ahead and look at the final lootations from smithing. So past few days of smithing, I ended up with, of course, 180,000 darts, but also a few rune swords and some adamant plate bodies I left. So I finished pretty much selling everything I wanted to, off and on. It took me a little bit of time, but that is 45 million GP. And I had like, what, 5 or 6 mil when I first started selling? And I have a few more items I can sell. This is like, what, another, I'm gonna say that's like 7 or 8 mil GP. But I actually don't need the money. So I realized 45 mil should get me everything I need to spend to get base 90s, plus 99 fletching. And what I've decided is I'm going to save these rune swords and adamant plate bodies. The next time I have items to sell in the shop, I'll sell these along with it. It'll just make it a little bit more efficient. Really not even the efficiency, it's like I just have no reason to sell these items right now, so I'll just keep them in the bank. Fine, I guess I'll work on crafting. I mean, I did do some, all that sandstone recently. Yeah, I guess I'll work on it, whatever. Honestly, I've been putting it off a little bit, but I mean, it's between this and prayer, I'd rather just knock this out of the way. And I also only need to do like another 6 or 7 hours of making the sandstone or glass. I've been doing this really off and on casually, like I'm splitting it up with smithing. Yeah, I'm just gonna finish this. Like I said, about 6 hours or so to go, and then I can start blowing it. Well, also need to get 87, but yeah. Good morning, everyone. I just started a random herb run. Wake up in the morning, and during it, I got a medium clue from an eclectic. So you know what? Why not open this? And I've had a few random clues stacked in my bank. I just haven't felt like opening recently. So you know what? Let's do a little bit of a clue opening, because I might get something fun from these. You never know. Zamy page that I don't need. Only thing I need from easy clues, by the way, is the ham joint one day. Ooh, leather chaps, gee, cool. Alright, medium clues, I need any of the cool boots. Be really fun. Holy manacles, that's probably a new unique. Yeah, okay, that was all pretty trash. Now we got 3 hard clues. Get anything good? Probably not. Zamy chaps, don't need it, of course. And yep, that was pretty standard. But a little bit of alchables, we'll never complain about that. And some good news, every item I just got is a new unique. I can't wait to do like a massive clue opening one day. Probably when I'm closer to max, or maybe after max total. I definitely want to do some easy clues and maybe some medium clues for the fashionscape. But clue skulls is not the reason that I woke up today. The reason I woke up, not even early, just woke up my normal time, is I want to speak to Ferox. I want to speak to Ferox and unlock the respawn point here. So I think it's this option. Yeah, I think I need to spend 5 million GP. So yeah, I just lost 5 million GP. And the reason for that might sound kind of weird, is that it's actually my meta for training prayers. That's why I have all my bones in my inventory. I'm gonna spend a little bit of time and start working on prayer, as it's my only level 80 right now. I actually have the bones for about 85 prayer right now. I still do need to do work on some gaming real quick and, you know, get towards 90 prayer banked, but that's okay. We're gonna work on slowly getting up towards 85 because I don't really love worldy prayer, so I'm just gonna do it in little bites. So of course, the reason I actually bought the Ferox Enclave, because it's a pretty expensive respawn, is when I do worldy prayer, I suicide, can only do one bone at a trip at a time, and I need the canoe to get back to the worldy altar. So this is by far so much better than my previous method. And I really don't need the bones. Bones aren't that big of a deal for, the GP doesn't matter to me. I have pretty much all the GP I'm gonna need to max. So yeah, I'm gonna start working on this a little bit. Might even get 81 today. 86 crafting. Oh man, it's finally time. Done a lot of crafting this week. And it's finally paying off with 87 crafting, which means I can now start blowing light orbs. And I have just enough light orbs to get 90 crafting in the bank, or enough molten glass in the bank. 88 crafting. First level using the molten glass. Such a chill, easy AFK thing. I love it. Also, I love this thing with the Halloween event. Like trying to blow like this. It's amazing. Also, if you haven't seen this, by the way, with this thing, so this is from the Halloween event. If you do the no, it's terrifying. 89 crafting. One more level to another beautiful base 90. Hey, I could cut a Zenite if I could somehow get one. Oh man, it feels good being done with another base 90. 90 crafting. I think that lets me, what does that do? Oh yeah, I can make an onyx amulet if I want. I may actually do that eventually for fashion. I really don't care right now, and it's a waste of money to go buy an onyx, but maybe when I'm maxed, if I have a lot of just money running around, maybe I'll decide to do that. But yes, that is another base 90. I got like 5 left, something like that. And I'm just gonna use a little bit of this, and I gotta figure out my AFK. I was meant to save that for a few more days, but I've just been having to work on some AFK, so I gotta figure out what to do. Maybe some agility or something? I have no clue. Okay, I wasn't gonna record, and I don't know if I showed that, but I've just been randomly doing barrows, hanging out with Mauritania only Ironman right here, not Swampletics. But last time I did barrows, I got 2 items back to back. So this is a back to back to back. I'm continuing. And I got a champ scroll, by the way. I just did I killed 1 skeleton, and I got a champ scroll. So what is this luck? And with all of that progress, I think it's a great place to end the video for here. So of course I only have 4 skills remaining for base 90s, and in the next video I will be working on a skill that knocks out 2 of those base 90s. So with that, thank you for watching as always, and take care everyone.